And this crowd here at DreamHack is ready in Atlanta. They want to know who's the greatest.
And MUHAMED Light had a lot of success with this deck earlier. See him going back to the well in game 1.
Curious which version it's going to be. Will it be the Boss Bandit version? There's many versions out there with Mortar and Evo Barrel. Looking more like it could. But Berserker also shows up in a lot of those decks.
Yeah, Berserker is certainly having a coming out party here at this competition.
And Boss Bandit does come in, but with a change of the barrel, usually the log fireball combo. Again, this is a best of 5. You've got to do stuff like that if you want to be in a good position down the line.
Boss Bandit setting up in front of the skeleton barrel, doing some tanking for a moment. Gets the cannon off, pulled towards the King Tower, but the dash back to avoid the activation. MUHAMED Light quick on the fingers.
I like that play there by Sub, just recognizing I can activate King Tower if you make a mistake, but I know you won't, so I'm ready to go with the next spot. Great heads-up play from both these guys. Sub still in the lead, even though more damage has been done to his towers.
As a note here, Sub has run these Hog decks in practice a lot, but mostly going with a Tesla version or with an XE NATO version. So think about some of those pieces he might be saving for this best of 5.
Definitely. EQ is the spell of choice. I like that instead of going something bigger. I know Juicy talked about the Void spell, but I don't know, buddy. I don't know if that's going to happen today.
It's best of 5. It's World Finals. Just about anything can happen. We'll see if we go there right now with 2 minutes away, moving into double elixir time. So far, pretty much razor thin.
Setting up that cannon early, trying to get to the Evo cannon as soon as possible. Evo Firecracker in play already. Nice E-Spirit Plus should clean all this up. An early log! An early log, and Mo saw it! I think Sub thought that the Firecracker was going to pop both of the barrels there because it was the Evo Cracker, and he just misses the log.
That's a pretty big gap to open up. 716 bottom right tower, 2099 on the top left, and we are getting closer and closer to sudden death.
And a small thing that Sub can hold on to is that there was a misplay there by Mo to activate King Tower with the Firecracker. Evo Mortar down. Earthquake in, Skellies to distract. And the Skellies don't distract! The Skellies are out of position! 2 shots in, barrel to tank. Goblins taking for the barrel. Boss Bandit on the left-hand side. Mo Light has blown this wide open.
And now he just sits back, doesn't make a mistake, and rides out these 2 minutes to a game 1 victory.
First fireball's in. Mo's all smiles right now. Sub doing anything that he can. But this is swimming upstream. Ice skating uphill.
Earthquake trying to break through. Hog's not going to get it. Fireball puts Mo into the winner's column. Game.
Go to drill in game 2. You've already got an advantage. You've already been playing it so perfectly. It's been very hard to stop all weekend. And instead we see barrel early on here from Sub.
And MUHAMED Light with the bomber. So drill certainly a possibility here. Drill plus Evo Valk.
And this could just be crazy bait with wall breakers still. Princess, the Dark Gob, the barrel. Wall breakers high here. There they are.
Takes a little swing from the Valkyrie. All of it shuts it down.
And with Mo Light looking like he's playing drill, this is going to be very, very interesting when you start working that Evo snowball into the equation. Maybe using wall breakers to take the drill out more than you'd like. Perfect Fire Spirit jumps. But after losing confidence in interactions in game 1, will Sub be able to pull it off?
And goes for the snowball on the Dark Goblin to clear, and that's going to get some good damage.
Wow.
Bomber getting tanked for, and MUHAMED Light pretty much evens things up, 21-71 to 21-33.
Brilliant decision making there by Mo. Nice shot here from the Princess at the bridge by Sub. Probably not going to get many more of those throughout this game. 1965, 21-71. Sub in the lead by a hair, and probably wishes that that Dark Goblin stayed alive, Rich.
Yeah, Sub taking the bet that Log wouldn't come out in game number 2, and so far, so good for him. You saw Mo didn't love that last little bit of interaction, and As we get closer and closer to our double elixir time, he sets up at the Goblin Hut.
Sub really needs to make these double barrels, these gob barrel evolutions, cause some damage when you talk about the responses that Mo has. Whether it's just making things played awkwardly by Mo, getting things out of cycle for his offensive pushes.
Evo Snowball takes the Valk back.
And there we go.
Wow.
That's exactly what I was talking about. If you're going to defend that way, you have to have the perfect Fire Spirit jump, and his micro is just not on right now.
We've seen the hands shake on stage before, and while we have the face cam, we don't have the hand cam at this World Finals.
Would have loved to see that barrel go opposite side. Have the real goblins on the left-hand side with the tank. Instead, pretty clean defense, 1845 to 1822.
Both players doing a great job of consistently pressuring both lanes, and you see it paying off here for Sub as he now puts both towers under 1900.
And trying to get some princesses on the board, but giving poison value is Sub. Dark Goblin dropped in the poison.
Oh boy.
Rich, this is exactly what I am talking about. Sub is out of sorts at the moment.
Snowball pushes, forces some more drops to cover, but damage done. 1558 on the right-hand side.
And Sub, still in this fight, has got to lock down his interactions yesterday.
Keep in mind, if it's super tight as we get late, Sub will have to get on tower. MUHAMED Light does have direct spell damage.
And Princess stays alive just a little longer than Mo would have liked. Dark Goblin also. And now Princess here to help clean up this Gob Hut. High Valkyrie to block. Beautiful stuff here from Mo.
And the Evo Snowball to send everything back. Bomber to try to cover on one side, guards on the other. And does not allow the wall breakers to connect, but damage on the left-hand side is massive.
Yeah,
down to 1221.
Real Goblins do a lot of damage there. Valkyrie up high to protect against this Princess. Valkyrie on the other side to protect the Dark Goblin. Sub turning the pressure up, building some confidence. That should go down.
Final minute, triple elixir flowing.
And just going to eat some of that. No, he does not. Last second Valkyrie. Bomber taken off the board, but does do the job against the Dark Goblin.
Not only does Sub have the lead, but he has both lanes, and that's going to be huge here. As he can go opposite, but he can also, if he has to, he can win in that right-hand side.
And I love what he's doing with the princesses here, Rich. You know Mo wants to poison the right side, so make these princesses take over the board. Control the board. Protect your princess.
Goblins on the right-hand side take it down to 1280. MUHAMED Light in trouble in both lanes. Poison down, gives him the lead, but for how long?
Pressure, pressure, pressure here from Sub. He cannot let Mo get back on offense. Needs to defend.
The
high drill.
The defensive drill. Will it be enough?
That's enough!
MUHAMED Light, brilliant in defense, takes a 2-0 lead.
Here we go. Game 3. Will this be a clear sweep in our first grand finals? Or will Sub be able to turn things around?
Other big question here is if Sub goes cycle, which it looks like he's going to be doing, what does that leave him for games 4 and 5? Right, it's pretty easy to put him on some stuff when you get into the championship rounds, now that we're 3 cycle decks down.
And we see the Tesla and log out already for Mo Light. Looking like it could be a version of Mortar here from Sub. And gonna figure out what the spell power is relatively soon on both sides.
Cannon cart breaks down, plenty away from that tower. Mo forced to cover those skellies, and you see him going, all right, I had to do that.
Looking like he could be going to Hog Rider.
Good little bit of pressure here from Sub on the left-hand lane, and now going back to the right. Tesla out for Mo.
Still haven't seen what the second Evo is from Sub. As a gang for pressure and a late Fire Spirit.
And it survives.
Beautiful interaction there.
So spell-wise, what's MUHAMED got going on here? Obviously, Earthquake is one you would think of, but Lightning Open as well.
And
there you go.
Lightning comes down in the back there. Mo at 27.66. The one nice thing is the Lightning is so expensive, you can start to stack cannon carts one side, Skelly's Kelly King the other. You can defend your mortar a little bit more. You can get a little more aggressive with mortars because you have the cannon cart there that can break down. But the thing that you're thinking about is, how do I get damage on tower? I need a barrel to get through, or I need a mortar to connect. And those are two very difficult things to do against Mo Light.
Middle mortar picks it up with the Mighty Miner.
Cannon cart. It's getting a lot of lightning value there. Maybe trying to bait it out of Mo, and he does take it.
But these are going to be some big hits. 2 from the Hog, I believe. Oh, it stops the second.
And now the mortar down. Evo mortar in play. Fire Spirit. Wow. Perfect timing on that Fire Spirit. Bat goes down just in time.
Skelly Kings in both lanes. Evo Firecracker trying to work on the defensive side. Mortar still at about a third health.
He needs his arrows to get rid of that Firecracker right now. Does sub. Not able to do it. Mortar off the board, no damage in.
You should expect a little King Tower activation there. That will be helpful in the long run.
Firecracker splash goes to the other side. Mo Light still has both lanes at his disposal.
Sudden death overtime. And Sub setting up the Skelly barrel way low.
And I like how Mo is just not even, I'm not even going to play with it. Every time that cannon cart's in the back, I'm going to take the lightning value. I don't care what lane it's in. I don't care which tower is lower, at least right now. 90 seconds remain in overtime. Game 3, grand finals. And a bit of a stalemate for Sub.
Yeah, he's got to figure out what can he do to get to the second level. He's again in a situation.
And that Firecracker is going to be devastating here. Does get a shot in. Mighty Miner bomb goes off as well. And Sub cannot get on offense. Tesla here to block? No. Mighty Miner to kite or distract. Skeleton King looking for it. And a perfect lightning again from Mo. But a shot does get in. Late ability. And that's going to be very little damage. And Mo goes, you almost predicted me, but that one goblin stays alive.
Yeah, that arrows feels like a late gasp there, as there was just one little ghostly skeleton there.
And looking for the mortar defensively as Mo goes lightning early. This is a last chance effort here for Sub. He's got to win the game with this push. He's not even going to get to the push. Mo Light trying to break through an ocean of goblins, and still Mo Light's Hog gets on tower.
Mo has to get to that lightning. That's a lot on the left-hand side, a lot on the right-hand side.
And going for the block is Sub. Now maybe going to drop goblins in the back. Mo's looking for it, trying to find a spot for that lightning. And there it is. And he gets it! 3 up, 3 down! Aims at Mo.